Welcome, everyone. Welcome to a brand new year, 2024. This webinar is entitled New Year, New You, and I'm your host, Julie Geigle, international psychic medium, spiritual life coach, trance channeler for Archangel Metatron, among many endless things that I will not go into detail on. So, welcome. Excited to share this beautiful program with you. This is our second year hosting, and we had so much fun last year, and so many miracles happened in my life last year after we did this together, that I thought, what the heck? Why not? Why not keep sharing? And again, like I mentioned before, please be sure to say hello in our chat room. Tell us where you're from. Tell us if you're in our inner circle or how you know me. A lot of you might know me from the Ananda transfer. And then we'll be engaging with you during the program. So this program is scheduled to run for 2 hours. So I have everything kind of chunked into 15-minute blocks of time. So if you're on your lunch hour, or if you jump in late, which you're not catching this if you're late, but it's set up into chunks of 15, 20-minute blocks. So that's how we'll be transitioning through. And yeah. So I've got a lot planned for the 20 minutes. We will be going super fast, and make sure you have pen and paper. I have a whole thing set up on our website with all of the questions that I go through during the meditation. So don't worry about journaling, but I do recommend having a notebook and pen to take notes. Some of you who like to take notes or like to have sketch out things, that will be helpful for you if you don't have to run and find something. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go through the agenda very quickly. Today, I'm going to explain to you the significance of 111, January 11th. And we'll talk about the new moon and the Chinese New Year. And then we'll do a very short 15-minute meditation on releasing 2023. The one thing I love about this program, this technique, is that typically programs don't go into this, but we honor 2023 and we release it. So we'll not only honor it in a meditation, then we will release it in a clearing using the spiritual healing book. So many of you who have worked with me in the past know how powerful the spiritual healing book is, and we'll be using that today to clear out the energy of 2023. The fourth part of the program is creating an energetic blueprint for 2024 using a special technique to imprint the energy that you want for this new year. And I truly believe this is what made 2023 a game changer for me, is using this special process and technique to purposefully, intentionally create the year. And beyond anything I could have imagined happened, came it. Then the fifth part of the program, I'll be sharing a special collective oracle forecast for our group here. And so I work with 9 different oracle decks, and I am the queen of cards, honestly. And I love the way that I use oracle cards to forecast the future, to help me make better decisions in my life, and to kind of get a glimpse at what all the possibilities are. And so whenever we gather together, we create a beautiful collective consciousness. We create a collective energy that supports us, uplifts us, and helps us attain what we can't ordinarily achieve all by ourselves. So I love group energy. It's super, super powerful. And working with that in the new year is a game changer. Absolutely. Okay, sixth part of the program, we'll move into another meditation to create your best year. We will fast forward to the last day of 2024, New Year's Eve, and you will meet that future self, and she will tell you about all of the glorious things that came into fruition for you. And then finally, I will share more about how you can work with me, and we'll do some spotlight coaching so that you can get a firsthand look at what that would entail. All right, so here we go. So the first part we're going to do is just really move into numerology and how that relates to creating an energetic blueprint for 2024. So I love, love, love numerology. I've been working for numerologist.com for probably, I want to say 5 years. It's been forever. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I actually stumbled upon the fact that Metatron, who I channel, Archangel Metatron, is actually the master of numerology. Oh, and so it made perfect sense why I was so drawn to numbers and why they just, speak to me all the time. And so it's important to close out the year consciously. Now, remember, closing the calendar year means that we honor and release the energy of 2023, which was the 7 energy. And how did we get to that? 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. So it was a 7-year on a universal level. And now we're opening up our next spiral of growth with 2024. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. And if you know me, you know 8 is my favorite number. So I'm like, yeah, yes, 8. And so just to review, 2023 was a 7 universal year. And that year was all about relationship with yourself. It was about spiritual reflection, liberation. There were plot twists, discovery, intuition, and inner peace. Now, as we move into 2024, it is the universal year of 8. And 8 is about your relationship with money. It is also about personal power, material and financial gain, achievement, reward, status, and satisfaction. So the 8-year vibration means the 8-year vibration will provide the means with which to change the status quo. This is a big one, and accomplish a significant goal that will alter the direction and quality of your journey. I mean, when I look at this energy, it's just like fireworks. And it is, big bang. It's glorious. And honestly, we've got this Mahurta coming on Monday, which is a huge influx of light. And so no wonder why we've got extra powers this year. We have got extra powers to do, to be, to create, and to enjoy. Now, this is also the Chinese year actually opens on February 10th. And it is the year of the dragon, the wood dragon. So that energy embodies chaos, and untamed nature, prosperity, good luck, power, nobleness, honor, success, oneness with nature. And the color of the dragon is green. And so all of that, I mean, just think of all of that energy coming together to create a beautiful 2024 for you. And, a lot of the work that I do in my Diamond mentorship program is helping people to understand the energy every month so that you can harness the power of the universal energy, because the universal energy is here to help you. It's here to help you. And when you understand that energy and you can align with that energy and, focus your attention on different things each month, it really makes life a hell of a lot easier. There's not so much banging your head against the wall, honestly. Now, the third exciting piece, it's like endless, keeps the gift that keeps giving. We have the new moon today, which is just like, oh, and I know I keep doing that, but honestly, that's the energy we are in right now is just so phenomenal, so auspicious. And we've got the new moon to boot. It's like the cherry on top. And so new moons are all about fresh starts and new beginnings. And so we began the year on January 1st with Mercury retrograde. And so it went direct on the 1st, and we've been in this shadow week. And so it's kind of bogged things down. And so if you've kind of been feeling like you're dragging your feet and you're just not motivated, today's the day. It's like the gas tank got filled up and you're ready to roar. Full steam ahead. And we've got the new moon to prove that to us. So the new moon is in Capricorn and it squares the lunar nodes of destiny, presenting a unique opportunity for transformation. So again, the energy of 111 ushers in fresh starts, creativity, and divine inspiration. So we've got one with new beginnings, innovation, self-determination. And then we've got 11, which represents a beautiful doorway to growth and personal evolution. I always tell people when you see 11, 1, 1, 11, 11, 11 on the digital clock or license plates, it literally means there's a portal in the sky that's opened up and a magic genie's appeared and says, your wish is my command. And so it's super important to pay attention to what you are thinking, because remember, our thoughts create our reality, like literally, instantly. And so if you're ruminating about a fight that you just got into with a friend or your husband, and that 11:11 flashes on the clock, that's an opportunity to shift it up, because if you stay stuck in a negative energy, when that portal's open, it's going to manifest what you don't want. Because as you know, if you've been working with me at all, the universe mirrors what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're believing, what you're doing. And so the universe sees angry, frustrated with your husband and brings you more to be angry and frustrated about. But if you can shift into that imagining your best possible outcome, then the universe sees that and says, ooh, let's bring her more of this best possible outcome. And you are partners, co-creating with God. So the 111 energy today helps us harness the power of the new moon to set your most daring intentions for this new year. Again, dream your biggest dream. If you could do, be, or have anything that you wanted, what would that be? what would that be? And I'm just going to make sure we get rid of that. All right, excellent. And okay. All right, so let's dive into our first meditation. I want you all to take a nice deep breath. Excellent. Close your eyes. I'm going to get some music going here for us. Open your heart to receive, allowing yourself to relax, dropping in, dropping down, taking another nice deep breath, knowing that you are in the perfect place here today to perfectly manifest and create. So I want you to take a minute to call in your team. We're just opening that beautiful portal of connecting and tuning in with your team, your spiritual team. Calling in your guides and angels and masters. I know, like me, many of you work with Sri Amma Bhagwan. They are absolutely here today. Jesus, God, Mother Mary, Buddha, Ganesh, all of the masters that I work with. Calling in your higher self, Metatron. They are all so excited that you've shown up here today. Excellent. They are here to co-create with you. And now we're going to take a few moments for you to look back over 2023. And again, I have all of these questions posted on my website. I'll be sending everybody a link to be able to access that if you'd like to turn this into more of a journaling exercise. But for our purposes today, we're going to just do this through meditation. And we're just going to let whatever thoughts, whatever impressions come in for you, come in. So first, we're going to focus on how did you win in 2023? What made your heart sing? What did you create, grow, nurture? What did you accomplish? What did you win at? What gains did you make? Think about all of the things that made you smile. Remember, you can come back and write this all out month by month or the whole year. I usually do the whole year at a time. Whatever you decide, but right now, I want you to just relax. Just relax and enjoy. Take note of the 2023 experiences and accomplishments that were aligned with that 7 energy of relationships with others in terms of balance, home, health, love, success, service. This was the energy of instilling discipline, boundaries, and humanitarianism. Now I want you to let all of that go. And I want you to focus now on your struggles. What were your struggles? What struggles occurred in your life? What brought up pain? Fear, discomfort, resistance? Take note of all the things that pushed your edges. Don't judge or berate yourself. You are an incredible human being. So hold yourself gently. Hold yourself gently. Now I want you to take a nice deep breath and let all of that go. What were the consequences of the things that came your way in 2023? What insights did you receive about yourself? What lessons did you learn? And now take a nice deep breath and let all that go. And now, what do you want to call into your life in 2024? I want you to think big and believe that anything is possible. Anything. Because it is. Simply by removing any mental or emotional limitations you're still holding on to. If your life was a paradise on earth, what would it look like? And I'm going to be silent for a few minutes while you imagine that. Excellent. You're doing beautiful. Now, with your eyes still closed in this sacred space, I'm going to have you let all that go. Now we're going to do an energy clearing with our book, Spiritual Healing. It's actually called, the book is called Spiritual Healing. And we're going to begin with the pattern in the back. And we're going to clear out any discordant emotional energies and any discarnate spirit attachments. So take a nice deep breath. There is but one presence. There is but one presence, power, and mind. We are now one with the presence, power, and mind of God. We are filled with the light of spirit. Every cell and fiber of our being is filled with this powerful white light. This light dissolves all darkness and limitation and sets us free. This light vibrates at several thousand cycles per second and fills our minds and hearts. It now flows out to surround us with a beautiful shield of energy. And only the highest vibrations may now enter. We call on Archangel Metatron and all of our guides to assist us at this time as we ask the Masters of Light to be with us and release any discordant emotional energies from 2023 and any discarnate spirit attachments. May the Holy Spirit guide and guard us and set us free. Take a nice deep breath. That cleared quite nicely. Continuing to keep your eyes closed, staying in this sacred space. We're going to go through, I'm going to pick 3 programs out of the book. So the book has different shapes, and the idea is that with each shape, there's a healing programmed into the shape. And when you place your hand on the picture, the shape, and I use a pendulum, the healing moves into your body and you're healed, releases, clears blocks. I love this book. All right, so I'm going to do 3 programs for our collective group here. So whether you're attending live or you're listening to the replay, everything's happening in the now. And the first program we're going to look at today is pain. And so this pattern can be used for pain anywhere in your body. Sometimes it's caused in the present life. However, the major cause of pain is past lives, where the body has been seriously injured. Injury could be by sword, spear, arrows, beheading, gunshot operations. Now, in the case of neck pain, sometimes this can be caused by hanging, and often the pain is gone when the past life is cleared. So, I want you to repeat after me as I work with this program for you. If there is anyone or anything that has hurt me in the past, knowingly or unknowingly, I forgive, release, and return to love. Take a nice deep breath and let that go. Repeat after me. If I have hurt anyone or anything in the past, knowingly or unknowingly, I forgive, release, and return to love. Take a nice deep breath and let that go. Repeat after me. If I have hurt myself in the past, knowingly or unknowingly, I forgive, release, and return to love. Take a nice deep breath and let that go. Excellent. You're doing great. All right, 2 more. The next one is feeling at home in your body. Feeling at home in your body. And if you're like me, and most light workers typically do have that feeling of abandonment, like we were dropped off here by accident and we just want to go home. So this is about feeling at home in this human body. So everyone take a nice deep breath, staying in that sacred space. We have free will to incarnate or not to incarnate. However, once we have taken that first step and start the process, there's a great deal involved. And it may take many lifetimes of experience to learn the necessary lessons that finally free a soul from the seemingly eternal round of incarnations. The difficulties encountered and the energies accumulated can oftentimes keep the soul coming back again and again until it finishes the task and evolves into a high spiritual level with a vast amount of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Your higher self says that the major cause of not feeling at home in your body is either not wanting to incarnate or resistance in incarnating. Or once you get here, you changed your mind and you can't go back, like me. All right. And repeat after me. I release the pattern in my consciousness that has created this condition. I am willing to see things differently. I align with this human body and bring ease and grace into my experience as a human. I could feel the shift right there. Perfect. Oh, that was good. All right, one more. Ah, all right. This one is chronic headache. Tension and stress can cause headaches. Instead of chronic headache, you may be directed to There's other patterns for tension headache or throbbing headache. But today we're going to focus on chronic headache. And I'll have you repeat after me. I now release all my beliefs, perceptions, and judgments that I am not worthy. I now release all need and desire to believe that I am not worthy. I move into my heart and hold myself lovingly in that space. And you can place your hands on your heart if if you're guided to. Repeat after me. I now completely accept and believe. And I instruct my subconscious mind to completely accept and believe on every level of my being. I am worthy. I am loved. I am forgiven. I love and I forgive. And all else dissolves and disappears. And I rise up into my glory and magnificence. I am whole. I am whole. I am whole. Take a nice deep breath. Let that go. That was super powerful. Now, continuing with your eyes closed, staying in that sacred space, we are going to use a symbol to increase positive traits and energies in your life. And I'm just going to scan the page and let you know collectively which one I'm guided to for our group here today. Ooh, hummingbird. That's a good one. All right. And now I want you to just breathe in. We use this symbol, hummingbird, to help establish and increase expressions of joy in your life. It's so perfect. I love it. Oh, yeah. Bhagwan is definitely at work here. All right. Excellent. And just experience, imagine unending joy, overflowing bliss, and just non-stop. All right, we're going to do one more positive. I'm going to clear, let me see here. We're going to clear blocks to positive energy. So I'm going to scan the list to see which one is we should focus on for our group here today. Thoughtfulness. So often you may have difficulty expressing the positive characteristics you want to be or manifest in your life. And so we're going to use thoughtfulness to help us increase and manifest thoughtfulness. So just take a nice deep breath. And just imagining increasing and magnifying thoughtfulness. Not only thoughtfulness on your part as a giver, but also experiencing more thoughtfulness from others in your life. So, other people being more thoughtful toward you. And then just imagine a beautiful flow back and forth, thoughtfulness flowing out of you toward all of those in your life that you touch. And then thoughtfulness flowing back to you. Because remember, what you give, you receive tenfold. Tenfold. So just imagine your heart warming, feeling so much gratitude for all these random acts of kindness you're receiving and you're giving. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly come back into the room. Feeling empowered, feeling cleared, cleansed, cleared, and ready for our next piece today. Yeah, so now we are going to move into imprinting the energy that we want for 2024. And if you could take a moment in our chat room to let us know how you enjoyed that meditation. Was there anything particular that came up for you? What part did you find most powerful? Let's do a check-in, see where everybody is, see where everybody's at. All right, there's my chat. Gisela said amazing. Padmini said thank you. Okay, excellent. Any other thoughts or comments on our first part? Helen, wonderful. Made me cry. We lost our cat, Canna, to cancer. She forgave me and it made me cry. That's so beautiful, Padmini. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Sherry said, beautiful. Sue, love thinking about how far I've come. Need to do that more for sure. That's excellent. Lisa, very rejuvenating. Awesome, awesome. And Paula, intrigued by the thought of needing or desiring to feel unworthy. Interesting. All right, so let's move on. Now, this is the fun part. I mean, it's all fun, but I love to do this part. Now, we are imprinting the energy that we desire to bring into our 2024, and it begins with a color. So I want you all to take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, and I want you to ask that question, what color is here to help me in 2024? What color do I want to paint 2024 with? And try not to overthink it. Yes, you can have more than one color. But go ahead, pop your color in the chat. Let us know what came in for you. So how you can acknowledge this color is by using this color as a screensaver, maybe buying a scarf that's in this color or a pillow for your couch. That's also another great one. Maybe buying a new sweater in this color. But it really sets the energetic tone. So as you share in the chat, I'm going to let you know kind of what that color, like the main energy that color has for you. I know for me, when I did this year, I got pink. And pink is really about unconditional love and that very gentle, very soft and gentle. All right, let's see who was first. I want to uh, give you the bonus of telling you first. Green. Green is always healing. I love green. And green is that heart chakra. So that's perfect too. So that was Carmen said green. Sherry said gold. I'll do three people. Gold is abundance, right? Think money, 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 money. And Helen said cyan and purple. That purple energy is intuition, expanding, developing, opening up on a more a deeper, deeper level. And I'll do one last one. Sue said violet, and violet is about your connection with the divine. So growing in that beautiful communication and connection. All right, next, take a nice deep breath. Close your eyes. The next thing we're going to intuit is, what is your word for 2024? What is your word? And let's see if I can find mine. Again, you want to do not overthink it. Where did I write that down? My word. So funny. Oh, I wrote it right there. So my word last year was certainty, and the year before was leaning in. This year, my word is generosity. So good words are abundance, elevation, simplification, transcendence, transformation, enlightenment, expansion, exploration, creativity, radiance, alignment, surrender. Those are all really good words. I'll go through and type it in the chat for us. What came in for you? What's your word here? And yeah. Helen said power right away. She got that immediately. I love that. Annalie, joy. Julia, love. Heidi, rise. Ooh, that's a good one, Heidi. Sherry, abundance. Gisela, love. Sue, peace. Lisa, fun. Oh, yeah. Carmen, love. Paula, lucid. Ooh, that's a new one I have never heard of. Okay. Take a nice deep breath. Close your eyes. Now we're going to focus on your patron. So this is the person who's going to watch over you, who's going to guide you whenever you falter, or if you're afraid, or you don't know what to do, you can tune into this energy for inspiration. So who pops into your mind? It can be a grandparent, a favorite hero, a saint, an author, an angel, a master, a master, a god, a goddess, a guardian angel, a famous person you admire. Go ahead and share that with us. Share that with us in the chat. Always so fun to hear everybody's. Now, last year mine was Lakshmi. And I actually have a book. I love this book. I don't even know if it's still in print, but it's called Archangels and Ascended Masters. And so what I did this year was I said, all right, there's somebody new coming in for me. And I fanned, and then I popped it open and it was Lakshmi again. I'm like, well, I ain't arguing with that, because Lakshmi is awesome to have. Awesome. She's all about prosperity. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what everybody shared. Helen said Jesus. Carmen, Dad. Sue said Mayat. If I'm pronouncing that right, Maat. Padmini, Archangel Michael and Buddha. Excellent. Annalie, Jesus. I love it. Sherry has Archangel Michael too. Um, let's see. Jane for Buddy, Lord Jesus. And for Jane, Shriyama Bhagwan. Awesome. Gisela, Serapis Bay. And Lisa, Mother Mary. Oh, so beautiful. So that's your patron. Now, I highly recommend what I did last year. And like I said, unbelievable things happened in my life last year. I made Lakshmi. I found my favorite picture, a favorite picture of Lakshmi on Google. And then I made it my screensaver on my Mac, my laptop. And so other ways you might want to honor your patron is to get a statue of that patron or to get a picture like Jesus. I've got a monster picture on my wall. And Metatron, I have a statue of Metatron. So these types of things really honor that patron and they bring them first and foremost to your mind every day. It just reminds you that they are with you, guiding you. Or a necklace of them. All right. Next up, take a deep breath, close your eyes. Is your theme song. I know for me, this is always a little harder. What is your theme song for the year? Mine, actually, I was torn between two, so I'm just guided to take both of them. So this is a song that, you think every good movie has a good soundtrack. What is your soundtrack? And to even extend this further, what would be great fun is to do a soundtrack, a 2024 soundtrack. So this would be a playlist of maybe 8, since 8's our magic number this year, 8 songs to listen to regularly, at least each month, to get you on track, to keep you inspired and motivated. So these are songs that make you feel hopeful, put you in a good mood, help to shift your energy. So for last year, for me, best day of my life, and I replaced day with word. That's a song by American authors. That song's fantastic. And this year, I was drawn to On Top of the World by Karen Carpenter. And the other one I was drawn to is Nickelback, If Today Was Your Last Day. 2 amazing songs. So let's see what you chose. And if nothing came in, sit with that. Or what I did was I went through my playlist and picked out a song. Because I don't listen, nowadays on the radio, they don't tell you what the name of the song is. All right, songs. Helen, I'm Walking on Sunshine. Oh, I love that one too. Annalie, Rise Up. Excellent. Sherry, I Feel Good. Sue, oh, brilliant. 2024 soundtrack. I know, right? That just came to me. Okay. Gisela, Happy by Farrell. I love that song. Padmini, I Believe in You. That sounds like a good one. Lisa, Celebrate Good Times. That sounds like a good one too. Heidi, Obia D, Da, Life Goes On. I'll have to listen to that one. Okay.
Obla di, obla da, life goes on.
Oh,
Obla di.
yeah.
Beatles.
I know that one. Thanks, Heidi. Paula, Let's Fall in Love. And Lisa, actually, Celebration, a song by Ymir Diordo and Kool and the Gang. Love it. Okay, here we go. Now, again, take a nice deep breath, close your eyes. Where do you want to shine this year? For me, last year it was service. Where do you want to shine? And I was going to give you some other, like intuition, kindness, motivation, good listening, transparency, public speaking, compassion, taking action, um, courage, creativity, self-control, supportiveness. Where do you want to shine this year? Last year I focused on service, and this year I really want to focus on joy. Okay, let's see what you got. See what you got for me. All right, and a couple gals have to pop out because of work. Thank you for joining us for this first hour. It's been fun having you all here with me. Okay, you can catch the rest on the replay. All right, Paula said taking action. Yes, this really is an action year. Honest to goodness, it is. Carmen said action as well. Annalie, service came immediately for her. I love that. Lisa, healing. Padmini, intuition, courage, creativity. Julia, creativity. Gisela, spirituality. Heidi, intuition. Sherry, action. Our other Sherry, radiate health and happiness. Ooh, that's beautiful. I love that. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. So I highly recommend creating a vision board. And this vision board is a little bit different because I tried to create a different vision board of, and I mean, 3 hours later, and I was cutting and pasting and, Googling pictures and stuff. It was like, I can do this much quicker just writing it all down. But this vision board, what would be fun for you to create is the 6 areas that we talked about, having your color on there, your word, having where you want to shine, and that just being, that's your energetic imprint. And, having that on a poster board and having that placed somewhere. Or you could create like in Canva and having that as a screensaver. So that is something that you look at regularly. That would be very, very powerful. And again, creating that energetic imprint of how you want 2024 to feel, to feel. All right, now we're going to move into our second meditation today, and we're going to seal in this intuitive blueprint. And so the name of this meditation is What Do You Want to Create for 2024? So go ahead, everybody, take a nice deep breath, close your eyes. We're going to get our music rolling again. So just let yourself settle in, settle down, relaxing. Knowing that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Yep, give me a second, Carmen. All right. Just allowing yourself to move back into this sacred space in your heart. Your spiritual team is here with you, wanting to help you create a fantastic year. So, what do you want to create for 2024? What do you want to call into your life right now? And just allow yourself to be with whatever comes into your mind right now, trusting and knowing that this is exactly what you need. Imagine that any restrictions or limitations have been removed. Maybe in the past, things have slowed you down because you had physical blocks or health issues. Imagine that being completely removed. You're in perfect health. You could actually run a marathon and win. Or maybe you've had blocks in the past with your thoughts. Little voice in your head telling you can't do it or it's too late or you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not technical enough. Just imagine all of that being whoosh, like your fairy godmother waves a magic wand and all of those limitations are gone. You have everything you need to get you to where you want to go. Everything. Any doubts in your mind are lies, 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 lies. Or maybe you have emotional blocks. You're afraid. Maybe you've been burned at the stake in a past life and you're afraid of being seen in this lifetime or doing something wrong or messing it up. Just imagine that fairy godmother waving her magic wand and all of that disappears. There is nothing stopping you. There's nothing holding you back. What if you really did have everything you needed to get you to where you want to go? And maybe you're saying, Julie, I have no idea where I want to go. That's the problem. What if you did know? What if you were able to just trust that every step you take, you're being guided? You're being given specific instructions. Go here, go there, do this, do that. Always with love, never with pressure or force. Always an option to do or not to do. That's the loving hand of God. Your team, your angels will never tell you. They will never command. That is not their voice. God is gentle and loving. So let's explore once again. If your life were a paradise on earth, what would it look like? Now, I want you to imagine your future self standing in front of you. They are glorious. It's New Year's Eve. It's the last day of the year. And all of your dreams have come true. Every last one of them. as far out as it may have seemed when you created it. It happened or is happening. I want you to listen to her or him describe all of the amazing things that have happened to you and how you feel on this very last day of 2024. And I'm going to be silent for 2 minutes. Excellent. Everyone take a nice deep breath and let that go. Thank her, all the work she's done all through the year. And whenever you're ready, you can come back into the room feeling absolutely amazing, ready for a positively fantastic year. And as always, I love to hear from you. So go ahead and share feedback in the chat room. How was that meeting yourself on New Year's Eve? What are you wanting to create? What are you wanting to bring into your life? How was the meditation for you? So remember this, you are doing a fantastic job just showing up here today, right? A lot of people don't even take the time to set goals or to think about last year or to do any ritual to honor and bring in the new year. So this isn't easy to do, to look over the year, to look at your struggles, and to again redefine what you want to create. Because I know for many years, it was just every year the same goal that and then just feeling more dejected. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But it is not easy to do this work, to continue to show up in faith and trust, continuing to move forward with your evolution, with your expansion. And the work that we just did is essential to your personal evolution and your happiness. I was a school teacher for 10 years, and I'll never forget when I came across the research and shared with my class. It is proven that the people that write down goals and set intentions every year are more successful in life. It's a fact, it's proven. And so, if something so simple can change the trajectory of your life, why wouldn't you do it? Right? Why not? So, pat yourself on the back, feel proud as you have just sown the first seed of an exciting 2024. Woohoo! Loving that, loving that. All right, let's hear from you. So we've got Gisela, I saw myself embodying my divine soul and starting a family. Wow, that's awesome, Gisela. Padmini, I felt your powerful positivity and felt confident in creating love, peace, prosperity, harmony. So grateful to you. Aw. And then Jane, wonderful. Lisa, exuberant. That was encouraging, giving me great hope for the new year. Oh, that is so awesome. And then Lisa, oh, Sherry, grateful to be one of the 81,000, creating the golden age on earth. Yeah, right? So much gratitude. And our other Sherry, joyful and healthy, Annalie, such a positive experience filled with health and happiness, health and wellness, financially abundant, seeing myself in service to mankind, returning to travel after 5 years of being stationary, filled with joy each day, reconnecting with family, friends in person. Yeah, right? A joy-filled year. Ah, that is so, so awesome. All right. Next, we're going to move into our oracle forecast. So here we go. I work, one of the things I do is I work as a international psychic medium. And so oftentimes I meet monthly with my clients to project what's coming in the future for them. Where's their energies best spent? And how can you harness the power of that knowledge and connect with your team and really be guided every single month of the year. So I'm doing, so what I do every month for my clients, I'm doing that for the forecast for the year. So again, we come together to create this beautiful collective energy that helps us create more than what we can alone. And so here we go. And the first deck that we're working with today is the healing deck. And the card that comes in is deconstructing doubt. So these are themes that you're working on in 2024. And the mantra I'm going to have you write down, which is perfect for the work that we just did, only my beliefs are in my way. Only my beliefs are in my way. So this is your year of clearing out any doubts you have about whatever it is that you want to create in your life. It truly is impossible. The only thing standing in your way is the belief that you can't create that or have that or do that. Yes, 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 yes. So that's your mantra for the year. Only my beliefs are in my way. Now, the next deck is the romance deck. And I'll be honest, this is not one of my favorite cards. And the card that comes up is pay attention to the red flags. So the signs are cautioning you. So again, when I look at the collective energy within the group, this is a yellow, right? Caution is the yellow sign. It's not a stop and take a different route. It's not a green, go, 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 go. It is a yellow. And so what I'm seeing here is to slow down. There's no rush. Take your time, get to know each other. Or if you're like me and have been married 40 years, rediscover each other and really pay attention to any warning signals, any red flags, and have those hard conversations because communication is key in healthy relationships. So, oftentimes with romance, it actually kind of spills into all of your relationships. So, this could also be a general message for the year for all of your relationships. Again, it's the yellow. It's the, you're not giving away your house if somebody is going to be homeless. They can stay in your room, but you can't have my house. So be aware of when you're giving too much, and also the red flags. People are taking advantage of you or overstepping um, the boundaries, taking advantage of your kindness. Okay, yellow around your relationships. Now, the next card is from our angel deck, Angel Answers, and the card that comes up is Ask Your Angels. And I love this one because this, again, oftentimes I think, well, two things. Number one, people don't realize, like, we have a plethora of angels. We don't share them with each other. We've got like thousands and thousands of angels that are just for us, each person. And they just hang out and they're here to help, but they can't help you if you don't ask for them to help you. And because you've got free will, so they can't interfere unless you ask. And so this is just a gentle reminder to ask. Ask your angels. Now, you can just simply be in communication, right? Asking for, should I buy the red sweater or the white sweater? I know that, like, when I went to shop for I wasn't even shopping. And I was returning something, and they had this whole display at Penny's of a billion different colored sweaters. And my first thought was, I don't need any more sweaters. And then my next thought was, oh my goodness, I'd look so great in that white one. It'd go great with my jeans. And so I spent 10 minutes arguing with myself. So I ended up buying the sweater, super cheap, right? Super deal. And put it on this morning, and I'm like, holy crap, I love this sweater. I'm so glad I bought this sweater. So, it doesn't have to be monumental decisions like, should I leave my husband? It can be something as simple as clothing. They're wanting to bring you joy and delight in little pleasures of life that you often talk yourself out of because you're too busy or you don't believe you're worthy. Okay, so from the next deck is our chakra deck. So this is the chakra that you are working on for 2024. And the chakra that comes up is actually your third chakra, standing in your power. I am worthy. So interesting that we use that belief today to clear. And the message is miracle. Miracle, miracles all around. So I am seeing for everyone in this group that there are endless miracles occurring all around you as you harness the power of 2024. Now, it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride, but those people that are in the light will have a completely different experience because you're not attached to outcomes and you're not afraid of bumpy. As light workers, we're used to life being bumpy. Now, I just love, love, love the message that comes in with the tarot, the fairy tarot. I'm not so much for the tarot deck, but I do love the fairy tarot. Nine of Summer. And the three messages that are just mirroring the chakra deck of miracles. Number one, wishes come true. Number two, dreams fulfilled. And then number three, a magical time of life. So you cannot get it wrong. You cannot do wrong. You cannot say wrong. It is just magical. Upside, downside, inside, out. This year is going to be amazing for each and every one of you here. I love that card. I love it. All right, next up is the shaman deck. I work with the Native American energy. That is always so, so much fun. And the card that comes up here is actually flow. And it's number 20, 20, and 2 means everything's going to be okay. And whenever a number is followed by 0, 0 magnifies the energy of that number. So it's like on steroids. I love that. With flow, again, it's so in alignment with the last two cards we get, the miracle and then the wishes come true, because it really is because you're able to stay in alignment and you're flowing with the energy, releasing attachments, releasing judgments, staying in the witness. Bhagwan calls it the witness state, or I should say, Krishnaji calls it that witness state, being able to stay in the witness state and bringing awareness into everything that you're doing and feeling and saying. It helps you to step into that natural flow of energy. So anytime you feel like you're knocking your head up against the wall, that is an indication from your team to either shift directions. I always hear Siri in my head, recalculating, or pause, take a step back, and get back into your flow, because the fear and then that feeling of frustration creates a different experience. You might still get what you want, but it's going to be a different experience, right? Somebody might end up getting hurt, or you might have to give something up to get something. Versus if you were to take a deep breath and step back, or come at it from a different angle, you get all that you want without any repercussions. So energetically for our group, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I channel Archangel Metatron and all the beings and masters. And so oftentimes when I'm speaking, they speak through me and say things that are specific to you, specific to the group. Yeah. Okay, you are gonna love the next card. From the Keepers of the Light, you get Melchizedek. I love Melchizedek. He is, oh, there we go. He works with Metatron. And if you're not familiar with Metatron, Metatron is the bridge between heaven and humanity. He walked the earth as Enoch, so he knows our experience as a human. He knows of the suffering. And now he is a bridge. He helps us to connect with the divine, with God. And Melchizedek works with Metatron. And Metatron's also a much, in alignment with Bhagwan, because he's about saving the planet and helping, the light workers do the work to save the planet. All right, so Melchizedek is in alignment with everybody. And he comes, his message, his main message is higher learning. And then the secondary message is number one, you have learned from experience. And then number two, more inner study is now required to further progress. So Melchizedek is the love of learning, right? And as a retired school teacher, I can never get enough of learning. And my love of learning is really what drives my passion in living. And they say that every year you should learn something new, whether it's simple or complicated. But that continues to keep your mind fresh, your energy high, and that the flow continues to open. Now, with Melchizedek, higher learning is more about your spiritual path, spiritual growth. So this is a indication that we are continuing to advance and evolve. So our work here is not done yet. That's the main message I'm hearing from Melchizedek today. Your work here is not done yet. And so continuing to be open to learning and receiving and discerning the information that you receive. All right. Now, the last card, and then we'll move into I think we'll have time for the animal deck. Your color, so we have a collective color today for our group, specifically for our group. The collective color is chocolate. And chocolate is all about nourishing your body and soul. And I love the family, right? The Brown family, because the Brown family is about grounding yourself. It's about tuning in and connecting to Mother Earth and really grounding yourself in this beautiful energy. And we need to, especially as we ascend higher and higher, it gets harder and harder to stay in our body, right? And to do the work that we need to do here. So it is important that as high as we get, we're still able to stay grounded in our body so that we can be of service and really step up and help humanity. So I love to do there's a color activation with our color card, with our color deck. So I'm going to have everyone close your eyes. We're going to activate that excellent color, chocolate. Take a nice deep breath, close your eyes. And the number on chocolate is 13. And 1 + 3 = 4. And 4 means your angels are with you. Chocolate is a mixture of brown and black that links us to the earth, providing healthy boundaries and encouraging structure. It accesses your shadow side to offer deeper insights and growth, and also provides you with nourishment and resilience. Nourish your body and soul with chocolate. So today, I want you to imagine sitting down with a cup of hot chocolate and imagine sipping it slowly, allowing the warmth and sweetness to nourish your body and soul. What does this nourishment mean to you? How can you nourish and nurture yourself more? And now I want you to imagine your creative juices flowing. And I want you to think of 3 nourishing things that you can do today, or at least in the next few days. What are 3 nourishing things that you can do to nurture, to support, to be kind to yourself? Being thoughtful to you. And now repeat after me. Divine intelligence, please awaken the sweetness and soulfulness inside of me so that I can truly nourish and love myself. Take a nice deep breath and let that go. So this is a year to be kind and gentle to yourself. All right, you can take another breath, take another nice deep breath back. And my favorite deck that I save for special occasions like today is the animal deck, the animal medicine deck. So everyone take a nice deep breath, close your eyes. We're going to connect with what animal is here for our collective group, our sacred circle. What animal medicine is here for us for 2024? Gonna shuffle one last time. All right, here we go. I love the animal cards. Ooh, antelope. So antelope comes in for our collective today with the number 37, and 3 plus 7 equals 10. And 10 is fresh starts and new beginnings. And it has the 1 with the 0, and the 0 magnifies the 1, which means make a wish. And so I am loving all those messages. Right in alignment. So whenever you get a message more than once in a spread like this, it is confirmation that you are absolutely on the right path. Now, I'm just going to share a couple things about antelope because I don't have all the animals memorized, although I should do a cheat sheet for my animals, like I did with my numbers. Okay. Oh my goodness. You're going to love this one. Antelope is all about action. So yes, and I know many of you put that down as your word. Action is the key and essence of living. Your judgments are sound and your actions will be successful. Antelope medicine gives you strength of mind and heart and the ability to take quick and decisive action to get things accomplished. Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah. Loving that. Loving that. All right. So now we're going to move into our final phase of our program here today. And that is our spotlight coaching. But before we move into that, if you loved this program today, then you are going to love working with me. I have a few openings in our Diamond Spiritual Mentorship Program. So we have enrollment is open for the new year for 2024. And I have a special offer for those who are watching today. Now, as I mentioned, I have a couple openings, and I probably won't be opening this up again because my husband is going to be retiring in a year, and I am going to be moving into part-time. So I'll only be servicing those clients and members that have been with me. I won't be taking on any new clients. So if you've been thinking about working with me for a while now, the time is now, because honestly, this opportunity will not be here next year. So the special bonus that I have, if you're interested in joining our spiritual mentorship program, is For those of you that are here with us today, if you get started within the next 24 hours, then I'll throw in our Lightworkers Academy do-it-yourself program for free. And that's valued at almost $1,300. And that offer's only good for 24 hours. I've never done this before with the regular program. So just quickly, our our VIP program is full. I don't have any openings in our VIP program, but I have several spots in the Diamond program. It's a 1-year program. We meet monthly for 30 or 50 minutes, and the cost is $300 a month or $3,600 for the year. So I'm going to go ahead quickly and pop the link to that in our chat room. If you're interested, you can go ahead and take a peek at that. And then you can contact me if you have any questions or need any help getting started. All right. There we go. I've posted that in the chat for you if you'd like to take a peek at that. All right. So the 3 things that I work with in the mentorship program, I help you connect and communicate with your spiritual team. I help you end suffering, change your default programming, heal triggers, and respond from a place of neutral or love. And I help you create a beautiful life, which you deserve. So, as a spiritual life coach, psychic medium, I not only help you see what's possible for your future, but I help you create it. All right. So, let's move into our spotlight coaching. I will take 3 people, and you can ask any question. Or if you need help with a block or a trigger, I can help you move through that as well. And so this is kind of random. We'll draw numbers. That always seems to be a lot of fun. And so I'm because some of you are telepathic. And so I've learned my lesson the hard way with that. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to have you, if you would like spotlight coaching today, and I have to go grab some water. If you would like spotlight coaching today, I want you to go ahead and drop a number in the chat between 1 and 50, and only one number. While I go grab some water. Now, if you had spotlight coaching last year, I'll ask you to step out and not post a number and give somebody else a shot at that. But let me open up the chat. Okay. So a number between 1 and 50, if you're interested in the spotlight coaching. And Padmini, I think I did give you a reading last year. So we're gonna ask you to step aside. And all right, everybody got their number in there. Here we go. I'm just gonna pull a card because a lot of my decks have numbers on them. All right, so the card that came up, the number on the card that came up is 28. So who's closest to 28? Right now we've got Julia and Sherry Lloyd. Let's see. I think Julia wins. All right. All right, Julia, go ahead. Come on camera for me. You're the lucky winner.
Thank you very much. That's nice.
You are welcome. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed it today.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you very much. That's a
Excellent.
surprise.
Do you have a question?
My heart is, I'm feeling warm in my heart.
How can I help today?
Um, I don't know. Oh, you're, um,
Do you have any questions about your future, about the year, relationships?
relationships. For me, it's sometimes it's very, oh, I don't know how to explain that. It's a struggle in relationships for me. Sometimes I doesn't understand why it's not going always in a flow, or and I the question for me is, what do I wrong? What do I wrong that it's not working? Or am I with people or spending my time with people who are not on the same level as I am? And maybe that's why it's not in a flow, and for me it's difficult to I don't know, in English it's for me a little bit difficult to explain. I keep hold on some people and it doesn't work. I don't know exactly. Yeah, well, it's a struggle.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm just going to pin us. Okay, there we go. And I am getting feedback. So every time I say something, it repeats. Do you have earbuds or headset you could put on?
Me?
Yes.
I don't know what do you mean?
I'm getting feedback. So every time I say something, it repeats. And sometimes that will happen
Okay.
if someone is on speakerphone. So do you have earbuds or a headset you could put in? So I don't get the feedback?
No, I have not.
Okay, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll mute you, so then I won't get this feedback. And then if you need to respond to me, I'll unmute you there. I'm not getting the feedback anymore. It's just hard for me to focus when everything I say is being repeated. And certainly you probably can't hear that. All right, so I'm seeing a couple different things. The first thing that I'm seeing is that there's something that happened in your childhood. And I get the sense that you've struggled with this issue your whole life, fitting in, feeling like you belong, finding a group or a crowd of people that truly accepts you. I get the sense that you've always been one who's been kind of an outsider or kind of on the outskirts of the circle looking in. And so because of all of those experiences, you have called in people that are continuing this cycle and continuing to perpetuate that feeling that you don't belong. Now, this feeling of not belonging actually goes way back to when we incarnated. This is a very common thing I see among many light workers. And myself, I've experienced this growing up for myself, as I never felt like I fit in. I was always a black sheep. And so when you can heal on the core level, that you came into this incarnation and are you in GAM? Are you in GAM, Golden Age Movement? No. Yes? Yes, you're in Golden Age Movement with Bhagwan. Yes, okay. Bhagwan talks about Bhagwan talks about how there's a percentage of people that are the gold caps, he calls them, and then there's the black caps, and then there's just kind of the people in between that can be swayed either way. And so the gold caps, I mean, it's no secret that the gold caps are winning. So what that means is there's more of a percentage of gold caps on the planet than there are, or of black caps than there are of gold caps. So that has been, since eons, that the percentage of the people that are of a lower vibration. I mean, I've looked at statistics in other areas, and they say it's like 70 to 80%. And light workers would make up 20 to 30% of the population. So if you and I are light workers, and you and I are only 20% of the population, can you imagine how difficult it is for us to find places we fit in? It's like, oh my gosh, everybody's wearing black. How come I'm the only one in white? I stick out like a sore thumb. So part of it isn't your fault. The reason for all of that is that to let you know it's not your fault. That you have a higher purpose here, that you came to be the light, and that doesn't always mean that you're going to be liked. So the short message is you don't have to try to fit in. And when you find peace in not trying to fit in, that's when things will open up and you'll begin to create a different experience for yourself. I had this personal experience recently, 2 years ago. We camped up north, 10 years. All the campers, 10 of us in a row. Everybody got along like glue. They ate together, they drank together, they had parties together, everybody but us. And for some reason, we didn't fit in. And I bent over backwards, being nice, being kind, going out of my way to do great things. And it didn't matter. They still could have cared less. And when my mother died a couple of years ago, something snapped in me. And I said, I'm done. And I got the message very strongly, stop trying so hard. And that was for the year. I have it written down. I came across it when I was cleaning the other day. I wanted to let go of attachments to wanting these people to like me. And I wanted to be okay with them not liking me. And I've worked on that sucker for 2 years. And then like I said, I just decided I was done. And then I didn't smile at anybody. I didn't say hello to anybody. When they walked by, I went in the camper. I didn't go out of my way for anybody. And they started commenting to my husband, and he's like, oh, she's grieving. Her mother died. It was a mess. She's not, she's just grieving, and, just be patient with her. And I was like, That has nothing to do with it. I am sick and tired of you people being so mean to me. I am done trying to fit in. And he's like, shh. I don't want everybody hating us. Like, I don't care. Hate us. And so that year was difficult. But then the next year, something beautiful happened. I forged a deep friendship with one of the women. And we meet her and her sister who moved up there every month for a book club. And it is the most sacred, beautiful relationship I could ever dream of having. And she camps up there in the line with everybody. And so when I changed, my experience changed. So I'm, seeing very, very strongly for you, Julia, to two things. Number one, it's not your fault. Number two, they're not your people. And number three, when you can let go of the attachment that you have to wanting to fit in and be liked, that's when the shift will occur. Either those people will align with that energy and open up to you, like one of the people did in my group, or they will turn and move away from you, like three of the people left. They moved out and new campers moved in. It was like, wow. Wow. Yeah. So you have more power than you realize in this situation. And you have the ability to create beautiful, meaningful relationships in your life for people who care about you. Yeah. I hope that helped. Excellent. Excellent. All right. I will pick another. We've got 5 minutes.
Thank you, Julie.
You
Thank
are
you.
most welcome.
Okay.
Done there, done that. All right, so we're gonna unpin her. All right, and go ahead, pick another number 1 through 50. If anybody else would like some spotlight coaching today, go ahead and pop it in the comments, and I'm going to pick a card 1 through 50. All right, here I go. Anybody else? Carmen, looks like you're the last one. Oh, Sherry. Okay. Well, since I picked the card, 15 came in. So let's see. I think Sherry's closest to 15. We might have time for you, Carmen, so hang in there. All right, let me go ahead and pin Sherry. All right, Sherry, where are you at? There you are. All right, my dear, how can I help today? Oh, you're muted.
Is it Sherry Lloyd?
Yep. Did I have
Okay.
Yeah.
There's two Sherrys. I wanted to make sure.
The other
before-
Sherry didn't post a number.
Okay. I would like to ask about my enlightenment,
Oh,
my permanent enlightenment. That is one of my goals.
I have a percent of value chart, and I am able to tell you what percent enlightened you are.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? I'm like, oh, this is a great question. I could help with that.
Woo.
So one thing that I noticed as I became enlightened, and if you were in my peak states back then, you probably heard me say this. I would say, I feel like I'm 80% enlightened. I feel like I'm almost there, but not quite. And then, I finally came to the day of, it's here. I feel like I'm enlightened. And then my sister said, no, you're not enlightened. I'm like, oh my God. Tejas said I am, so that's what matters. All right, so let's go ahead. And how long have you been with GAM, Sherry?
It was a year last late October.
Oh, Okay, so you're pretty new.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect, perfect. All right. So I want you to just take a deep breath, close your eyes, release any attachments to whatever the outcome is. And we're just going to ask the chart, what percent enlightened is Sherry? What percent enlightened is our dearest Sherry? All right. So before I share the number, what number do you believe you're at?
I just got a 70 in my mind.
Ooh, very close, 85.
Ooh, okay. I'll take it.
Right? Yes, almost there. I do see this year will be your tipping point.
Oh, I feel that, Julie. I
Yeah.
feel that. Oh, so any other messages for me for the next 15%?
Yeah, I mean, you're doing the right things, you're on the right path, and it is a happening, and you are most ready for it. But
Yes.
the biggest deal is the impact this is going to have on your family, your friends, your loved ones. Yeah.
Meaning,
Just your healing light will impact and affect
ah,
their ability to experience love, joy, and peace.
oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So that will be magnified even more then. And I love and appreciate you. And you're such a guiding force to know a human that is enlightened.
Oh,
And and I'm with you quite often. And since you announced it, which was in March, I can just see you blossoming more and more. It's just so beautiful, Julie. So I want to thank you.
well, thank you so much. I'm honored. I'm honored to do this work. And so appreciate your support because you are one that you're diligent. You show up almost every time. So thank you.
Yeah, it depends on the timing. Sometimes I have to go to someone else, because of the
Yes.
time of day. But in fact, I just changed, you'll love this. I just changed the time of my 6-week hair appointment because it interfered with you. And it's moved now to 2:30 because I'm on Eastern time because I am really dedicated with you now. It's like I just feel like you're the one I want to be with as much as I can
Yeah.
for those Ananda state transfers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been there. I totally understand how important energy is. And when you
Hmm.
somebody you resonate and align with, they can just, you can ride the coattails like
Okay.
Bhagwan with all of us, riding his coattails, and then you get there. It's like, yeah.
I want to say is my mind has been the fear of making a mistake is like huge for me. And so trying to be perfect. And I love what you just said the other day about letting go of the details. And you have been really good about that, about not like getting out of like I was a little rule follower, right? Oh, I got to follow exact rules. I knew that was causing me stress.
Mm.
And you're really helping me with that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I did get in trouble a few times for some people, but I'm sorry. I'm doing this for free. If you don't like it, find somebody else.
Well, I love your best, Julie. You just mentioned that the other day. I got to tell you that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
good.
Could you
It's good
tell
for
somebody
me.
nailed me? I'm like, oh my gosh, people. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Well, forgive them. They know not what they do. Isn't that so important?
Yeah. Well, I've actually had a number of people stop because they don't like the new format.
I see that. Yeah.
And I totally see that, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why I've moved the gallery view in our prayer to the very end.
Oh.
12:20. If you don't like it when we move into the gallery view and we do that piece, jump off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But for those people who like need to be prayed for, need the prayers, need the
Mm-hmm.
spiritual support, certainly we want to be there and help them. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that you stayed. I'm glad that you're loving it, and I'm glad. Thank you.
I am.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, Sherry, thanks again for your support. I'll go ahead and mute you, and then
Okay.
we'll pop Carmen in here. It doesn't look like it's letting me mute you, Sherry, so I'll invite you to mute yourself. And we'll close with Carmen. Did you hang in there, Carmen? Carmen. No, looks like she had to pop off.
No, I'm here.
Oh, it says Jane and, oh. Well, Carmen, maybe you can answer a question for me, because I seem to have changed the settings inadvertently on my Zoom. And so when I thought that you weren't with us, were you on the phone, or how were you connected?
I'm on my laptop, but the battery died, so I'm thinking maybe it switched because of that, and I had to plug in again.
Oh, okay. And then it just recharged and you heard me say your name?
Yeah, I came back in, but everything's been different since I came back on.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that doesn't answer my question, but I'm good. I'll figure it out. All right. So I'm going to add the pin. There we go. Hey, Carmen, how can I help you today?
I'm just wondering if I am actually going to meet a soulmate, a man this year.
All right. Let's take a look at that. First, I'm just going to pull a card for you from the romance deck.
Okay.
And the card that comes up is finances and career.
Mhm.
And so I see these are a block. So what I do see a man coming in, but I also see that, and I could be completely wrong, but what I'm being shown is that there's no space. So oftentimes I'll get that when, like, if you work a very intense job, or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed taking care of parents, or you have other responsibilities, maybe a health issue. Does that come into play at all in this situation?
Not really, but I keep myself busy. I always find something to keep myself going with.
Okay. And you work full time?
No, I'm a student right now.
You're a student right now. Okay. Well, and that makes perfect sense with finances and career. So the other piece of the card is, finances that could be overwhelming, that are blocking, but also career. So with that said, I'm just seeing that your focus is your studies.
Right.
And that right now, relationship would be too distracting from completing that degree. But as soon as you have that degree, I see an opening come in for this person. Now, with that said, I do see someone around you. So I see this person in more of a friendship capacity, and it's very light, and it's, maybe not even dating. Maybe he's you meet him in school, or in passing. But I do see a person around you. Oh, did I just lose you? I bet her charge. I bet she lost her charge. Oh, yeah, she did. There she is. Carmen, can you hear me? There she is. You're muted, but I can see you. Yeah. I gathered that you probably lost a charge. Okay, so I do see this person in your energy field. So, but I don't see any type of serious relationship or moving into the next level until after you've completed that degree. Hope that's helped, Carmen. Thanks so much for stopping by. All right, everyone, this has been super fun. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I love sharing this blueprint with everyone, and it's made a tremendous difference in my life. And I hope you have a beautiful experience with it as well. Can't wait to check in 2025. All right, if you'd like to unmute yourself and say goodbye. Mwah.
Goodbye, Julie. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you very
Happy New
much.
Year.
Everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.